rain was not in the forecast. Hey guys, happy May. I'm getting ready to go into the city right now, but don't worry, it's not like my normal 5 a.m. It's like 7. But we're doing a virtual showcase today, but they happen to be redoing the roof on my house. So that's obviously not gonna work when you're trying to sing on a Zoom call. So I rented a room in Ripley instead to go do that. I'm gonna wear my dress over my jeans today because honestly I'm too tired I don't want to have to get changed at Ripley, to be completely transparent. I'm wearing the same dress that I wore for actual showcase, to the mint with the polka dots, just because I liked it and I think it goes with my songs really well. Then when it's over, I'm probably literally just gonna get back on the train and come back home because I'm really tired and I have work tomorrow, but we'll see how I'm feeling. I am debating going to Abercrombie & Fitch and getting the taxi sweater because I've been wanting that, but I just haven't made it over there. I was annoyed. I was literally right next to it when I was in the city for actual showcase, but I wasn't thinking of it at the time and didn't get it, and I definitely should have grabbed it. We'll see. I don't really know how much I want to be traveling around today. I kind of just want to get there, go to Ripley, and go home. I just got to Ripley, and I just love Ripley. Look at this studio I got for my virtual showcase. It's so pretty. The view as well, gorgeous and stunning. Although I'm probably gonna close this, but it's gonna be great for my showcase. I was kind of annoyed that I had to come all the way into the city because of the roofers, but I think this is gonna be better anyway. My acoustics are gonna be better. It's just overall gonna be better. And come on, this studio is awesome. So I also was able to stop at Abercrombie & Fitch. I decided to be a big girl and I got the taxi sweater that I've been wanting, so good things are happening. Okay, I have to get set up because I have to be on the Zoom at 11:30. I thought my train left at 2:59. It leaves at 2:51. It's 2:46 now. We can make it, I have no doubt. But I stayed singing too long. I'm sitting in the park, waiting for my mom, and I'm trying not to speak too loud because there's a t-ball team practicing, so there's a lot of parents around. I don't want to look like a freak talking to myself. But did I say the right thing, t-ball practice? Because earlier when I saw them setting up, in my head I said baseball rehearsal. I know that's not right. Said it anyway. T-ball practice. I used to have softball practice in this park, and then I got hit in the face with the bat and I decided that wasn't my game. A kid just threw a ball up in the air and tried to catch it, and instead he fell to the ground. I should not be laughing at children falling. Nothing bad happened to him, the ball didn't hit him. It's he just kind of got lost. He looked up for the ball and it kind of got lost in the sun, and then he fell before the ball hit the ground. I also just ate a very large cotton candy icy, which was fantastic. A new icy place just opened in my town, so I had to check it out because I had nothing better to do until my mom picked me up. And I love cotton candy flavored things. Cotton candy ices specifically are typically quite scrumptious, and so I was very happy to see they have cotton candy, so I got that, and I got a medium, and it was huge, but it was also delicious and delectable. Perfect for this sunny day. Hey guys. So 2 very exciting things are happening this week that are actually not related to me at all, and one of them's already happened, which is the Met Gala and Tony nominations. The Met Gala happened today, and Tony nominations come out tomorrow. And I love the Met Gala. I also really like appreciating a lot of the fashion of the Met Gala. However, every single year, I have qualms with the Met Gala. So I think we can all agree that one of the best themes for the Met Gala was camp. However, in my opinion, every year, despite the theme, the outfit needs to be a certain level of camp. So like, if you show up in a dress that I feel like you could go to the Oscars in, you didn't do it right. And this year, the theme was like, it was centered around art and like embodying art and like the human form in art and everything like that. And so many people missed the mark this year. I want to say like every single person who was dressed by YSL was so disappointing. Like, I'm sorry, Charlie XCX, the inspiration was supposed to be Van Gogh's irises, and it was just a plain black dress with like a plastic glass iris on the front that like wasn't even the colors of the painting. Or like Connor's story was really disappointing. Sorry, he was just in pants and a halter top. And more like related on that, if you are a man and you go to the Met Gala in a black plain tuxedo, you gotta leave. You gotta get out, and you should be banned for life. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, when a man shows up in just a suit. That's like a Tuesday for you. You're at the Met Gala. Wake up. But some of my favorite looks this year was Emma Chamberlain. Come on, Emma Chamberlain probably was not my number one personal favorite, but I do think with theme and everything was the number one best dressed, in my opinion. I thought she looked phenomenal. My personal favorite was Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett she talked about the painting. It was painted sometime in the 1920s, and it's a young woman in a pink dress, and Angela Bassett wore like an exact replica of the dress, and it was the most stunning shade of pink. And it was so phenomenal because there were a lot of people wearing like really pretty dresses. Like Angela Bassett's was like a pretty dress that I could see on an Oscars red carpet. However, once she told the story and I knew what piece of art she was referencing, I was like, this is completely on theme and I totally get it. Whereas like there were some other people where I saw them in dresses and I was like, okay, I could see the possibility where this could match the theme, but I just need them to tell me what inspired it. And then I could be like, okay, yes. But Angela Bassett was my personal favorite. She was gorgeous and stunning. I also really liked Rachel Zegler. Hers was simple, but it gave a very like classic nod to the Execution of Lady Jane Grey painting, which I think all of us who watch My Lady Jane know and love that painting. Who else? I love Chase Infinity. That was really gorgeous. More in line with the idea of highlighting the human body. Moving on to the Tony Awards. So I don't have a lot of thoughts on Tony nominations, just because, to be completely transparent, I haven't seen really any of the new shows up for nominations, which is mainly because I have no money. I was in school, but the ones I did see were Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York, Lost Boys, and Proof. I think those are the three that are in this season that I saw, because I didn't see any of the revivals. I did have tickets for Ragtime, but that was the weekend of a big snowstorm, so unfortunately the tickets were canceled, which was heartbreaking. I can't make a lot of predictions, but I am just going to say a couple of people who I hope get nominations. And honestly, for me, that is one person, and that is Ali Louis Borski. So I will say that I'm very biased. I love Ali Louis Borski. I first saw him as Orpheus in Hadestown, and he was so phenomenal. It actually like quite literally altered my brain chemistry, and he is the reason why I'm obsessed with Hadestown. When I saw him, Myra Malloy, and Daniel Breaker as Hermes, he's also my favorite Hermes. But Ali Louis is my favorite Orpheus, and so when I saw he was doing the Lost Boys, I was like, I need tickets now. So that's why that was one of the shows, that was the only show I saw during Showcase that I already had tickets for before we got to the city, because I had to see Ali. And he was phenomenal. The way that he altered his voice, like, it was just so good. I would just really like to see him nab that Tony nom this year, because I just think he was phenomenal. I do also think that a lot of predictions, I think it's just a hard year, because this year you have so much Broadway legend up for nomination. I mean, obviously, if they don't give Joshua Henry that Tony for Ragtime, I think there's gonna be riots in the streets. But you have like Joshua Henry, Cassie Levy, Shoshana Bean, Jessica Vosk, like just so many phenomenal, big, well-known, extremely talented names that I do think it's harder to get nominated for a Tony nomination as a newer actor when there is a season of such Broadway stardom. Because like also for me, one of the most phenomenal performances in Lost Boys for me was from Maria Wyries. She was so good. All of her songs were so high and she sang them so beautifully, but not in a way that I felt like she was yelling in my face, like in a way where like I could just feel it. She's also like gorgeous and stunning. And I would love to see her pull a Tony nom, but I just don't think she will, because also so much of the female nomination for Lost Boys is on Shoshana because she's Shoshana Bean. And like, let's be honest, that's Mother. No disrespect to Shoshana. That is Mother. I saw Lost Boys, she was also phenomenal. Although I do think she had like one too many songs, but I loved the show, like loved it. So I would love to see Maria pull a nom. Yeah, like, but my number one is Ali Louis Borski. I really, really would love for him to get a Tony nom. And then, I mean, I have no doubt that Io and Kara will pull out nominations, especially Kara. I don't know if that woman has ever done a show where she has not received accolades, and good for her, because she was phenomenal. I'm just super excited for the Tony nominations this year. Like, the Tonys are just so exciting. I, like, cannot watch the Tony Awards without getting so unbelievably emotional. Even talking about it right now makes me a little bit emotional, because like that is what I want to do. And it's not, being an actor is not about winning accolades. I want to make that very clear. I do it because I love it, but I also think that award shows are just a way to appreciate the art. And so watching people like go up there, especially when they make their speeches, like every award show, Oscars, Emmys, Golden Globes, Tony Awards, when they go up there and make their speeches, there's always at least one that makes me cry. And the opening ceremony typically also makes me cry for the Tonys. I'm just like so excited for the Tony nominations. I really hope Ali Louis Borski gets a good nomination. I love Ali Louis Borski. If you're not familiar with Ali Louis Borski, get familiar. He's phenomenal. I think he's only 26 years old. That Lost Boys is his third Broadway show, third lead in a Broadway show, or like supporting. I don't know how you would identify David, because he moves so much of the plot forward, yet Michael is the lead. I don't know. But like as three main roles. In between being on Broadway, he was on 2 national tours, Company and Band's Visit. And in between Hadestown and Lost Boys, which while he was in Hadestown, he was training for Lost Boys. In between those 2 shows, he also wrote an album called How to Build a Home with his band called Resident Lightweight, with his roommate from college. Great album. It's so beautiful. If you do not know Ali Louis Borski, get on the train, because I'm the conductor. So that's really my number one hope and dream. Please. I'm in a shower. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go wash my face. I'll see you guys tomorrow when the nominees are announced. Also, Joshua Henry performed at the Met Gala. Ooh. That's a genius idea. I always think there should be more Broadway actors at the Met Gala due to the fact that they rule the city. I'm filming this in my bathroom right now because I was in the middle of washing my face and brushing my teeth. I also have no idea if I'm looking at the camera right now. Also, they're redoing my roof, so if you hear some crazy ass noises, that's what that is. And I'm filming this on my digital camera because my iPad is dead and my iPhone is what I'm watching the Tony announcements on. But they're just about to get to the featured actor categories, and best lead actors have already been announced, but that was mostly like, we kind of knew it was going to happen with those. However, Io Adebri did not get a nomination for best lead actress in a play, which in my opinion is insane. Category was looking really white. But now they're getting into the featured actors in a play and a musical. So I'm really hoping for Ali. We'll see. But it's gonna start with the play.
Betsy Adam, Liberation. Mary Louise
Happy
Burke,
to see Liberation getting noms.
Aya Cash, Giant. Laurie Metcalf, Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. June Squibb.
Carrie Young didn't get nominated for Proof.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor
Insane.
in a Featured Role.
Proof is just totally locked out of the acting nominations. Okay. Getting into featured actress in a musical, I just love Hannah Cruz, and I've heard that she was fantastic in Chess, so I would love to see her pull out a nomination, but I know, like, just from watching some people, that would kind of be like a wild card, so we'll see.
Featured role in a musical are Shoshana Bean, The Lost Boys, Hannah Cruz, Chess,
Wait, that's so
Rachel
exciting!
Dratch, Richard O'Brien's The Rocky Horror Show, Anna Gasteyer, Schmigadoon, Nichelle Lewis, Ragtime.
Nichelle Lewis,
The nominees for Best
Super excited by Hannah Cruz, feeling disappointed for Mackenzie Kurtz. Not gonna lie.
Performance by an actor in a featured role in a musical are Ollie Lewis-Borski, The Lost Boys, Andre DeShields, Cats, The Jellicle Ball, Bryce Pinkham, Chess, Ben Levi Ross, Ragtime, Leighton Williams, Titanic.
The nominee.
Guys, I'm so excited. Yay! Ollie Lewis-Borski got a nomination. I also want to say that I'm excited to see, it's Andre DeShields, so like not giving him a nomination is kind of ridiculous, but I was excited to see that at least one person from Cats the Jellicle Ball got a nomination, because it's getting a lot of attention from like obviously choreography, direction, but I think Andre DeShields, I'll have to look back at it, I think Andre DeShields is the only acting nomination, performance-based nomination, which I don't know, felt interesting to me. I haven't seen that show, but I've heard like only good things about it, so I'm just gonna keep watching them now and finish washing my face. So excited for Ollie Lewis-Borski. I am really sad about Proof. I really like Proof a lot. And I'm mostly shocked about Carrie Young just because I don't know if she's had a performance in the last however many years where she hasn't received a nomination, because she's like a powerhouse. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed that Proof didn't get any noms. But Ollie Lewis-Borski pulled out a nom, and Hannah Cruz pulled out a nom for Chess, which I'm really excited about. I love Hannah Cruz. I loved her in Suffs. So feeling happy. I'm so excited to edit this footage back and see if my eyes are looking at the camera at all. But I'm gonna keep watching my face, but I had to get my reaction to Ollie's nomination. I'm so excited. Hey guys. It's it's Thursday, May 7th, question mark. And we're having a really bad day. I tried to film some self-tapes this morning, and my voice decided that I've actually never sung a day in my life, and that I'm the least talented person on the planet. So I did not get any footage that I could use from this morning, which is really frustrating because it's a self-tape that I really want to get in as soon as possible. But we're gonna go to work, and then after I get home from work, we're gonna see if I can get anything to come out of my mouth that sounds remotely okay. Hey guys, it's Monday, and I'm just chilling, watching some Madeline Wu, waiting to leave for work. But last night, kind of late last night, 11:30, I got a EcoCast self-tape for something really exciting. So after work, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna work on that material, because it's like 2 dance calls, I think 4 sides, a song, and then harmonies from the show, and then a song of my choice. So I have a lot to do. I want to get all the sides and all the singing done before I leave for Cortland, but then I'm gonna film the 2 dance calls when I'm in Cortland, because there's a dance studio there that I have access to, so I'm gonna use it. But yeah, I just wanted to share that exciting news with you guys, so that's what I'm gonna be working on this week, on top of everything else I have to do. But that's okay. Guys, gopher spotting. This is Terrence. By the way, I named him. There he is! Come on, Terrence. I love him. Terrence, what you launching on over there? I'm gonna say something really embarrassing, but also heartfelt. I was just rewatching some of my older vlogs because my manager at work today was asking me about them, because everyone that I work with knows that I am a very creative person. Obviously I do theater, and they know that that's my career path, but also they know that I post on TikTok and stuff, so they know about all of my creative ventures. So I was thinking about it because I was talking about my YouTube channel with my manager today. And so I decided to rewatch some of my vlogs, and they're bad. I mean, hey. I don't know what was going on with my DeLovely videos, but they are completely desaturated. And I have no clue why. I do know that when I first started like using my phone to edit videos, like even my reels, it would completely desaturate the video. So I think it might have been my phone at the time, because I had a different phone during DeLovely than I had during James Madison. And I feel like James Madison looked better. But DeLovely looks crazy. The saturation is insane. It also could have just been my room at school, because my room at school I feel like felt very desaturated. It's not like my bedroom at home. But all that being said, I'm still very proud of those videos, and it was fun rewatching them. That's exactly why I wanted to make them in the first place, was so I could look back on them and reminisce about the shows that I was in and the experiences I had. But I'm also very proud of my improvement, I think. You don't have to agree, but my improvement from DeLovely to now, I think has gotten a lot better. One thing I got a lot better at is removing my filler words, which I'm in the process of deprogramming my brain from my filler words. I like saying so, I like saying and I like saying but yeah. And watching DeLovely was almost painful, the amount of times I said those things, because now I'm not able to cut out all of them, because I also talk really fast. But right now, I try my best to cut out as much of those filler words as possible. So rewatching my old videos is sometimes a little hard, because I didn't remove those filler words before. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna work on the dance calls for my EcoCast. I have a jazz combo and a tap combo. I know the whole jazz combo, I know about half of the tap combo. So I have to finish learning the rest of the tap tomorrow, and then I just have to clean it all. But I've been blabbing on for 7 minutes. I'm gonna go to bed because I am exhausted. I am exhausted.